The golden age of Hollywood, roughly the 1930s to the 1950s, was a period filled with glamour, fame, and controversy. Some celebrities, however, fell out of favor and were blacklisted from the industry due to a variety of reasons, including personal behavior, political associations, or legal issues. Here are 15 celebrities from the golden age of Hollywood who were either. Charlie Chaplin's career was severely impacted by his political views, particularly his alleged sympathy for communism, which made him a target during the McCarthy era. His outspoken political stances and personal life were heavily scrutinized, leading to his exile from the United States in 1952. The U.S. government revoked his re-entry permit, effectively blacklisting him from Hollywood. Although Chaplin continued working in Europe, his career never fully recovered, and he was never able to regain the stature he once held in American cinema. Despite this, he remained a significant figure internationally, with his legacy as a pioneering filmmaker enduring beyond the political turmoil of the time. Judy Garland faced significant career struggles due to her personal battles with addiction and tumultuous relationships, which affected her reputation in Hollywood. Although she was never officially blacklisted, studios became hesitant to work with her, leading to fewer roles and limited opportunities. The industry's pushback, combined with her emotional and physical health issues, caused her once thriving career to falter. Despite this, Garland continued to perform in musicals, concerts, and TV shows, showcasing her undeniable talent. However, she never fully regained the steady success she enjoyed in the 1940s and 1950s. Her struggles overshadowed her career, and her lasting legacy is marked by both her extraordinary talents and the hardships she faced in Hollywood. Errol Flynn's career was severely impacted by scandal when he was accused of statutory rape in 1942, although he was acquitted. Despite his legal victory, his reputation took a significant hit. Flynn's personal life, marked by heavy drinking and a series of controversial relationships, further damaged his public image. His once thriving Hollywood career began to stagnate, with fewer high-profile roles offered to him. The scandal, coupled with his increasingly erratic behavior, led to a decline in his professional standing. Although Flynn remained a star in the eyes of some, his career never fully recovered, and he struggled to find consistent work in the later years of his life, with his legacy tainted by the scandal and his personal demons. Rosalind Russell faced career setbacks due to her outspoken political views, especially during the era of McCarthyism. She refused to stay silent about social injustices and was vocal about her support for liberal causes. This made her a target in Hollywood, where many celebrities were being scrutinized for their political beliefs. Although she was never officially blacklisted, Russell found herself marginalized in the film industry. However, she eventually found success in Broadway and television, continuing her career in these mediums. Despite her talents and previous success, Russell was no longer a major film star, and her prominence in Hollywood diminished over time due to the political climate and her refusal to conform to industry pressures. Frank Sinatra's career faced a significant setback due to his alleged connections with organized crime figures. During the McCarthy era, his ties to certain political figures and his relationship with mobsters led to intense scrutiny and public backlash. The exposure of his associations with these controversial figures nearly destroyed his career. Despite these challenges, Sinatra managed to rebuild his reputation and regain success in both music and film. However, the stigma surrounding his connections to the mafia and political figures never fully dissipated. While he continued to achieve fame, his career was always marked by the shadow of his controversial relationships, and the public never fully overlooked his past associations. Mickey Rooney's career suffered due to personal scandals, including his multiple marriages and turbulent personal life. While he was never officially blacklisted, his reputation as a difficult and temperamental actor made it challenging for him to maintain steady work. His roles became less frequent, and he found himself pushed out of major studio productions as his earlier star power faded. Despite his undeniable talent and success in his youth, Rooney's career struggled in the later years. He continued to act, but he was no longer the leading man he once was. His legacy remained, but his professional life was overshadowed by his personal challenges, limiting his opportunities in Hollywood. Mae West's career was significantly impacted by her risque humor and sexual innuendos, which often clashed with the conservative values of Hollywood at the time. Her bold and unapologetic approach to sexuality in films like She Done Him Wrong, 1933, and I'm No Angel, 1933, led to clashes with censors, who sought to suppress her provocative content. The studio system pushed back, limiting the kinds of roles she could take on. Despite this, West remained a popular figure, continuing to find success in theater and film, but her more daring roles were restricted due to censorship. Her influence on Hollywood is undeniable, though her career was confined by the industry's strict moral codes. Barbara Stanwyck's career faced setbacks due to personal rumors and scandals, which, while not leading to an official blacklist, affected her reputation in Hollywood. Known for her independent and strong-willed personality, Stanwyck was often at odds with the studio system, which preferred actresses who conformed to its rules. As a result, her film career began to slow down. However, she successfully transitioned to television, where she remained a prominent figure. Despite this, she was never able to fully recapture the fame and influence she had in her prime, when she was one of the leading stars of Hollywood's golden age. Her legacy, however, remains strong due to her versatile talent and lasting impact on both film and television. Edward G. Robinson's career was severely impacted during the Red Scare due to his outspoken political views, particularly his anti-fascist stance and advocacy for civil rights. As a result, he was blacklisted in the 1950s, despite having a successful career as a tough guy actor in the 1930s and 1940s. His political affiliations made him a target during the McCarthy era, and he faced intense scrutiny from Hollywood's studio system. Robinson's career suffered as roles became scarce, but he made a comeback later in life, notably with a prominent role in The Ten Commandments, 1956. Though his career was tarnished, Robinson eventually regained respect and continued acting, cementing his legacy in film history. Lana Turner's career was temporarily derailed by her tumultuous personal life, particularly the scandal surrounding the death of her lover, Johnny Stompanato, in 1958. Stompanato, a mobster, was fatally stabbed by Turner's daughter, Cheryl Crane, in self-defense. The highly publicized trial and media frenzy cast a shadow over Turner's reputation, and the scandal led to a temporary decline in her career. Despite this, she managed to make a comeback with roles in films like Imitation of Life, 1959. However, she was never able to fully regain her former star power and dominance in Hollywood. While she continued to work, her legacy was forever tied to the scandal, which impacted her public image and career trajectory. These celebrities were all affected by the harsh realities of Hollywood during the Golden Age, with many finding their careers irrevocably altered or destroyed by the political climate, personal scandals, or public backlash.